Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today we're going to do a few new molds I have not done and a few that we have just made. But before that, I've got some mail to go through with you guys. I just love showing your stuff because you are so generous to me. The first one, I received a card. Look at this. This is her dog. And it says, I know you don't get the snow. Hence the snow. This is my fur baby Charlie a few years back. Just wanted to say how much watching you every day means to me. With the very best wishes and thanks, Jane Taylor. Jane, thank you so much for the card and the Christmas wishes and New Year's wishes. I really appreciate you thinking of me and sending that to us. Now, when Aubrey and Cindy were here, Aubrey brought me this. I forgot to show it to you yesterday, but she made that for me. Isn't that the cutest? I know she loves this Nightmare Before Christmas or something. She was telling me how much she was obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas, which explains why. And I'm like, did you make that? And she said yes. So she loves blinging just like me. This one did not have a name. In fact, one of them didn't even have the package inside. So Kathy Gordon, you may want to get a hold of Amazon because we ran out to the Amazon guy. I don't know if this is from you too or not, but our package was opened. It was an envelope. It looked like you had sent some caramels or something for Don on the little paper. And we ran out to the Amazon guy and he said there was about 10 packages already opened and he did not have the product inside. So Kathy Gordon, get yourself a refund because they did not deliver whatever it is you purchased. I don't know who sent me this one. This is the Mateo and this one is Aurora. So this is a chameleon powder. So if that was you, Kathy, we got this, but we didn't get the other. So I don't know what happened. Now, this one was emailed. Well, the person emailed me because it didn't come. I don't think it came from Amazon. There was no tag in there. But this, I think, was from Stephanie. Stephanie says that these are glitter markers, which is interesting. I just got a new silicone mat here. So once that gets messed up, I'll be covering it again. But, oh yeah, look at that. Metallic-y glitter markers. She just wasn't sure. I think she said she used them on resin, but I'll have to try that and see how that works. So it's like silver and pink. That's interesting. I've never seen anything like that before. So this is called Doodle Dazzle's Shimmer Marker Set. Huh. Thank you, Stephanie. We will be trying that. Obviously, you will see that. These things were sent from Barbara. Look at this. This is hilarious. It's a $500 bill for Dawn. Now, she did send some other packages that are already gone. She sent Dawn a whole bunch of different kinds of jerky meat made from game, like elk jerky, deer jerky, some other things. He ate that in like 2 days, like it was gone. But this is something he could not consume. So this is his $500 bill. It's beautiful. Thank you, Barbara. Then she sent me this, a new notebook, because she knows how much I go through them, and a sparkly pen. And this was so nice. It says Michelle and Don, and you open it up, and it's got our pictures with them from Colorado, her and Phil, and me and them. And that was on their couch. This is their dog, Gus. So she filled it with a whole bunch of pictures from our trip. There's Barbara, guys. If any of you want to know who Barbara is, there she's got her face on the screen. And Panda, and that's her family, her son, Dominic. So it was so sweet of her to do that. So now we have a keepsake from Colorado. So guys, thank you so much for thinking of us. We truly appreciate it, everything. Even just the cards. You don't even need to send us anything. I just appreciate that you guys watch and that you comment sometimes. It all means the world to us. It keeps us going, keeps the encouragement up. Are you guys ready to start? I'm going to. This one came from Resin Molds box and I never got to it. It came with 2 of these mechanisms and 2, so you can make at least 2. You could buy those anywhere, so you'll get to make 2. That one got bent. That's the second hand, but we'll fix it. No big deal. I've got so many of these packed because I used to make a lot of clocks, but now I haven't made any for a while. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try out this Fun Icky pink that was sent to me from Bobby Joe, and I'm going to marble it with the red. We're going to try that. I'm just now in my head thinking if I pour the pink into the red, you're not going to see it. So I think I'm going to drizzle it on. I don't know. I just wanted both colors, and I'm afraid one color, I did measure it with water and it took 5 ounces. I don't know. I have to think about that. I am going to paint the fairy and the numbers with this metallic silver from Let's Resin. And then once it's out, I think I will do, oh gosh, I don't know. Maybe I better do that with silver too. I was thinking these pieces here, but if I put rhinestones, that's going to take me forever. I got to put a little more thought into this after I shut the camera off. Here's 3 new molds that we have available. A bow, a cactus, all blinged out, and a cat for all you cat lovers. So we're going to do those 3 today with the extra. So I'll make up like an extra ounce, see what we need. I don't know. Let me get a little brush, and I think I'm going to start with the silver first because I do know that I want that silver down there. All my brushes have resin on these tips. This one might work. But I don't know how I'm going to handle these parts right there. Now this metallic stuff, you do not need much. It goes far, and I'm going to definitely have to clean. They have a 12, a 9, a 3, and a 6. And then the fairy at the bottom. So try to use it sparingly because it goes so far. It will last you a lifetime if you're just really painting it on your molds. And then I'm going to take a cotton swab and try to clean up the best that I can. See, that was way too much. Put some in that 6, put some in the fairy. Trying to just keep it a couple colors so it's not too busy. We'll see if that works. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the best way to marble this because it's a flat surface. And if you pour them by hand one at a time, it doesn't always turn out nice. But if I pour them into a cup, like a dirty pour, or like ribboning it on top of the dark one, sometimes your lighter color gets eaten up by your darker colors. That's what happened to Aubrey yesterday on her purples. Her purples were a little bit too close together. When she poured the one on top of the other, I noticed after the fact, because I completely forgot she marbled them on demold, or I would have mentioned it. But after when I was editing, I realized, oh, I never mentioned that the one ate the other. So I'm just going to tap it out. And then take a Q-tip and start cleaning that with some alcohol to get it out from around everything. Now these are indented pretty good, so it should be pretty simple to clean without going into that number itself. Like that. So I'm just going to take my time, get that done, completely figure out what my plan is for this now. Or, I don't know, let me think about this for a minute, and then as soon as I have it in my head, I'll come back with some resin. Brushes in hand and the world is my stage. I've mixed up more than I need. I mixed up 8 ounces. I forgot that I had an order to start for 12 of these little tiny ducks. These little gem ducks. So I'm just going to randomly make them with my extras for the next 12 days. I don't think I have more than one. I mean, I can make more than one, but it's okay. They have a lot more on the order, so I'm not in any hurry. And I don't think they're in a hurry either. I'm just mixing sides and bottom, make sure everything is mixed properly. I pulled out a couple colors to play with for those little ones, and they are pigment pastes. But first I want to get my pinks. I think I decided, I don't know what I decided. I didn't really decide. I'm just, I don't know what to do. I'm going to put this back. I'm going to do a small amount of the red, most amount of the pink, and pour it in. If it combines, it combines. There's really not a whole lot I could do because I don't want to drizzle it onto the mold, because then I'm going to see the drizzle marks, and I already know that I'm not going to want to see the drizzle marks. So I don't want to do that. Let me just get, look at this pink color. It's so pretty. It's like Barbie pink. Okay, that's good for the pink. And red is Rolio Corazon Red. A nice, beautiful, deep red. And we will see what happens. I don't need a lot, just a small amount of resin for that to ribbon it in there. So, we'll do a little bit. I need about 6 ounces, I think. 7 ounces? I don't remember. I don't need much for these extras, so I'll make sure I just have about 2 left. Yeah, I think I need 6 ounces. How do I forget that fast? Let me do a little bit more. Oh, you know what, you guys? I totally forgot to... I forgot to dissolve my mica powders, so now I gotta mix like crazy. I meant to dissolve them in alcohol like I have been doing. And I'm so distracted about how I'm gonna marble this, I didn't even think. So if you don't dissolve them, it's okay. Just make sure you mix it really, really well. Let them sit for a couple minutes on your table to see if anything's gonna rise, and then remix it. And then you should be good. So let me just let that sit there for a moment while I mix the rest of it. Just need a little stick. I can't believe I forgot. Look at that red. It's so pretty. I loved it for the Christmas season. It's not the traditional red, but it's a very beautiful, classical red. I don't know if that's the right word, but I liked it in the Christmas season. I'm just going to leave that there. That still looks good. I'm going to get a little spoon. And let's just separate these colors here. I picked Debbie Shimmer, and this is for the cactus. And these are just pigment paste, so we don't need to dissolve anything. I picked Satin Rose for the bow. And I picked Black Alcohol ink for the cat. I don't think I need this much at all for anything, but we'll do duck in one of these extras because they did not care what color the ducks were. So we're just going to do a random amount of ducks. I mean, a random colorful ducks. I'm just going to remix this one, and then we're going to vacuum chamber. Get the bubbles out of everything. Let me just remix this again. I hope my idea works. If not, it'll be just like pinkish red, which is still fine. Then I'm going to have to bling it up a little bit more. But I really wanted color variations, kind of like real flowers, without painting them. I'm not a big fan of painting my molds, although I do it. I don't love doing it. Let's see. Look at that green color. This is one of my favorite ones. This one came in a set of 5, each named after a person. And I'm pretty sure you can just buy the one color. I do have a discount code for Artist Till Death. And all my codes are in the description box. They are also underneath every link that I have a code for. So if you're looking for something specific, find the link in my description box. Right underneath that link, if there is a code for it, I will have it there for you. And what I like to do is just wipe my stick off, so I don't have that unmixed pigment paste from my stick staying in my resin. And then I stir it again. Scrape your sides really good because it does get stuck there. Isn't that a pretty tealy? Greenish teal? I don't know. Beautiful. I love it. I've used this color a few times. It's one of my go-tos when I want a teal color. All right, that's the cactus. This is Satin Rose by Just Resin. This one definitely needs to be mixed. It is totally separated. So make sure you mix it really good. Before you put it in your resin. That one was really, that was like clear in pigment, separated totally. Got a lot of lumps in this one. All right, hopefully that's good. I'm just gonna wipe off my stick anyway, because you don't need very much. That's it. I'm definitely gonna wipe off my stick on this. I had a lot sticking to it that I don't need. Look at that color. That's nice for a bow, right? Just wipe that off, remix it. And I'll put everything in the vacuum chamber, especially with all these facets and things. You don't want any bubbles settling in that. So there's the red. The black is just an alcohol ink I chose today instead of a pigment paste. Sometimes I can find this link, sometimes I can't. This is actually sold mostly by Hobby Lobby. Sometimes I could find it on Amazon for you. But it's very intense, as you can see. I think that was 2 drops. Then you don't have to worry about unmixed pigment paste with alcohol ink. Look at how deep that is, 2 drops. But like I said, if you have a Hobby Lobby, they sell them there. But if I have the link, I will put it in there for you. I don't know why Amazon decides to sell it and sometimes they don't. Unless they sell out and then they don't restock right away. I don't know. Okay, let's get the bubbles out and then we're going to start pouring.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye.
I'm going to let the pink and red warm up and just pour. Not that it's going to take much time to pour these, but I'd rather have the pink get a little warmer just because of the marbling. So I'm just going to pour the green in this cactus. Nothing fancy. I just want to see the finished result and see what it looks like with all the diamonds. There's that. See, I told you I'd have a lot left. I'm going to need more. I'm going to need more molds out. Oh boy. Let me just get a dotting tool. And I kind of want to help it. Make sure it's in all these little grooves. I don't want to use the pressure pot just for these little tiny things. Should be okay. Should be fine. Where's my napkin? And I do want to take my squeegee here. All right, then the cat. Let's just move these out of the way. The cat in black. A little bit of a spritz. The cat's holding, I think, a butterfly or something like that. Just have to make sure this one is fully cured because the tail and the butterfly are very thin. Same thing with this. I'm just going to make sure it gets down into all these little facets, up into the feet. Get down in there. Probably needs, oh gosh, I got so much left over. It barely takes anything. This is going to actually just take your drippings from your cup. All these little tiny thin molds. All right, that's good. A little over poured right here, but that's okay. We'll fix it. We'll fix it later. Maybe I'll marble all the rest of this into something. Gosh, they look so similar. Pretty sure this is the mica powder. It's got a little bit more. Let's do this is the bow. I hope this is the right one. I guess it doesn't matter, but this is going to be really pretty. You put these on a present as an extra bonus present. Same thing with this. Just get it down into those tips. Like so. There we go. And let's see, the duck. What color should we do the duck? We'll do the duck in, where's my spritz bottle? Here it is. This red color. Let me see about how much I have left over now. I got quite a bit. Green, red, and black. What can I put that in is the question. So I think while I'm waiting, giving this some extra time, I'm just going to find another mold to pour some of this stuff into and see what I can do there. I received this and it was in a set of 3 in Happy Mail. It's got a little heart on there. I think it's just a little tiny vase. I'm not quite sure. So let's see if we could fill this one up just to see what it looks like. And I'm just going to kind of do the glitz effect, I think. I'm just going to, you know what? I don't think I have enough for this. But it's okay. Maybe I'll pour the rest in from there after it's done. See what we got. Green, red, and black. There's not a whole lot of red at all. It's probably all going to turn black, and I don't even have close to being enough. I don't know what I was thinking. So, I definitely don't want to mix up resin just for this. So I think I'm just gonna, if it doesn't fill up, we'll just set it aside and wait to fill it up. I thought I might have enough. But maybe after that pink and red are gone, I might have some more. It'll kind of look strange with the weird layer colors, so I guess I should have just waited till I was completely done pouring to do it. Oh well, it's okay. Yeah, it's going to be mostly black. A little bit of red. It'll be a strange little jar. All right, those 3 are done. I'm going to just clean this up and grab my, yeah, see, we don't have enough. Of course not. Why would we? All right, here is the flower. Let's see if my idea works. I don't see any mica powder floating in either one. It's getting warm. I'm going to kind of spritz these edges. Pour this in and hope for the best. That's all I can do. When you see the red's gone like that, just pour a little more. But again, I am fully expecting it to completely make a new color. If it doesn't, it's a bonus. I think I'm going to pour some of this in here because I don't really need any more. I better fill this up first. This only took, I think, 5. But I always want that extra ounce because these molds generally take more. See, I got a lot left. Let's just pull this back. Put a little in here. A little bit of here. So at least we filled this one. I am going to scrape this into here. That's pretty though. Let's just hope that it stays that way. Put this in the pink. Find another mold. And let me just go eye level. Make sure it's... I could use a little more. Could use a lot more. That should be good. So I don't have a ton left. I just have some scrapings in there. Let's see what I have sitting around. Oh, let's do the crystal butterfly. Just to get it gone in one felt swoop. And this doesn't need to be filled up. It doesn't have to be that thick, but I'm guessing it'll fill it up anyway. There we go. A little bit more. I'll put the rest of the scrapings into my giveaway mold. And let me pop these bubbles. Everything looks good. I don't see any bubbles. Let's cure and check out the comment of the day. Everything is cured, but while I was waiting for curing, we got our mail. I have some more packages to open with you and some shout outs. Kathy Gordon, I'm pretty sure I told you earlier one of your packages came empty. Now I've got another package from you. This is, I pledge allegiance, the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. What is this? Let me open it. Oh, it's a little plaque. Must be for Don, my patriotic boy in the house. That's nice. A little wooden plaque. Thank you. That's cool. I'll give that to him. She also sent 2 big bottles of liquid fusion. I have been using this again on my rhinestones because I hate the strings. I couldn't deal with them anymore on the B7000. I just love the fact that this does not string. This is pinch pails, some more beautiful filigree pinch pails. Thank you so much, Kathy. Look at those. I'm going to put those with the rest of them. I got to get back to making pendants because I am quite short on... I can't keep up with my extras anymore. Spray bottles. Continuous spray bottles. Thank you, because the ones I have are not lasting me very long, and there's 2 in each one. So we have 4 more spray bottles. I think I have 1 or 2 left. They're not lasting very long, you guys. In fact, I did buy one from Walmart, and it's a glass spray bottle. I have my, I'll show it to you. I bought it from the laundry section, Better Homes and Gardens. This is glass. and I put my cleaning alcohol in this one. This one works really good. It was like $6. So you might want to invest in that instead of continually, because these ones, the first one I got in Happy Mail lasted about a year and a half. Once that one went, these things are going, they're going really, really, really fast. It's really not even funny how fast they're going. And they're like $10. So try the ones at Walmart, guys. I will use these though. I've just switched out to another one because the two that I just opened didn't work very well. So I did go through those quite quickly that were sent to me earlier. This box, thank you so much, Kathy. I appreciate you. I really do. You send us so much stuff. This is from, I don't know who this is from. It could be from you. There was no receipts in it at all. These are a whole bunch of flatback bales, so maybe it is in the same... there was no receipt in this one. That's weird. I don't know. Because I didn't order this. So a whole bunch of flatback bales. And then a whole bunch of candy for Don. So like a ton of Lifesavers. And then 5 pounds of Jolly Ranchers or something. I don't even know how many pounds. But it's a huge thing of Jolly Ranchers. Yeah, 5 pounds. Blue raspberry, green apple, cherry, grape, and watermelon. Thank you so much. He will enjoy them, I'm sure. I'm going to put this stuff aside, and we are going to unmold. I will put it away later. I cannot wait to see this stuff. All right, let's do the extras. This is that little jar type thing that I kind of can't wait to see what it looks like, because I'm not really sure what it is. It came in a set of 3. This was the smallest of the 3, all the same shape. Except the 2 are taller. Oh, it's just a little kind of like vase type thing. That's what it looks like to me. It actually doesn't look too bad. Seeing that I just dumped all the extras in, I'll highlight that circle, maybe put some twine around there. You could throw some little flowers in there or something. That's really cute. Here's the other 2. That was the small one, and it comes with a medium and a large one. So the whole set would be really cute if you poured them all together and they can match. So here's the other. This is Little Duck, one of 12. This was in the red. I will trim everything, but it's nice and sparkly. And then we have the green cactus. Ooh, look at that. That is pretty. I like that green. I think that was the Thornton. Oh, this was an extra. Here's the crystal butterfly. Trying to move my stuff out of the way here. So that's really pretty, nice and crystally. Just need some trimming for everything. The red bow. Ooh, look at that. It's like fireworks. Ooh, ah. So that's really cute. You could put like a pin on here. Put that on your shirt or something, on your purse. That is so adorable. I got one bubble right here in the corner. That kind of stinks. But it did really well. A couple bubbles in the facets, but without studying it, you would never, ever know that. And then let's see what the black cat looks like. I just want to pop it out all the way around because of the small, thin portions of the tail. And I think that's a butterfly in his hand. Look at that. Yep, butterfly. That is so pretty. So I will carefully trim around all this. Being that it's so thin, it is going to take longer. There's one bubble right there in the tail. But it's really cute. All right, that is all those. Let me move some things out of my way. And let's get to the clock here. The back looks good. I don't know what the front's going to look like. I don't think if the back didn't merge, the front should not have merged. So letting it get warm is probably the best idea. Carefully undo this. It's a cute little clock. It's not too big. Perfect for the hands that they sent, because I do have a lot of big sets of hands because I try to make bigger clocks, but this one's really cute for a craft room. A she shed, maybe. Let me get that off. Come on. There we go. Are you ready? That is the fairy, right? No. That's the fairy. Oh, it's got dots here. I could have done silver, which I still can't. Oh, it goes like this. That's cute. So I'll color those dots in silver for the numbers. Maybe make some changes. That's really pretty. I got a bubble right there. But I may be doing something. I want to highlight it somehow. I don't know how yet. I got little bubbles right there on the numbers. Not too bad. I didn't clean it perfectly. There's a little silver there. Let me find my... Well, I'm not going to put the hands on right now, but are these going to be too big? No, they shouldn't be. They're black. I don't like the second hand in red, though. So I may not use my second hand for this one. I think these are black. Second hand is bent anyway. Get the hardware out of here. Pretty simple to put a clock together. You got a nut and a bolt. Yeah, this is bent, but I don't want it anyway. But you could just bend it back into place. You wouldn't even see it on this one. This one got bent. They are black, which is fine. That will work. That'll work. And there's the nut and the bolt that go on the motor. Okay, let me figure out what I'm going to do. Get that done. I'm going to trim everything up and go from there. So I'll see you in about 2 minutes.
Michelle's got her apron on, glitz and glitter on the sign out front. Little red duck on a paper plate, drying by the window in the Georgia sun. Green cactus by the Bible, black cat by her coffee cup. Tiny red bow on a scrap of mold, she just laughs and lifts it up. Rhinestones for the Lord, every sparkle saying thank you. Every color, every pore is a little hallelujah. From the red duck, green cactus, to the black cat on the floor, she's pouring out her heart in a resin, going rhinestones for the Lord. Flower clock sitting center stage, a red and pink marble running through. Silver numbers around the edges, diamond shine every time it moves. Little silver fairy on the 5, like she's dancing in the light. Michelle hums an old church hymn, hands steady, spirit bright. Rhinestones for the Lord, every sparkle saying thank you. Every color, every pore is a little hallelujah. From the red duck, green cactus, to the black cat on the floor, she's pouring out her heart in a resin, going rhinestones for the Lord. She says, Jesus, take this weekday, turn it into something sweet. If you can use this resin, you can surely work through me. Then that flower clock starts gleaming like a prayer on every hour. Every tiny stone she places feels like worship in the shower. Rhinestones for the Lord, rhinestones for the Lord. Every sparkle saying thank you. Every color, every pore is a little hallelujah. From the red duck, green cactus, to the black cat on the floor, she's pouring out her heart in resin, doing rhinestones for the Lord.
you guys. So let me show you what I did. Nothing to this except put a magnet on the back. Here's a little jar. I painted that gold, put a diamond in the center, and just put this little twine around it. That's it. I don't have any flowers, but whoever gets it should find some flowers because it's really cute. Here's the first of the 12 ducks. I just painted the eye, put 3 stones right there. So I'll try to keep them all similar, just different colors. Here's the cat. There was a bubble here and a bubble there. So I put a stone on each of them, and then I just added stones as if it was supposed to be there. And I don't mind, actually. I think they're pretty good. Here's a cactus. I just put stones on the little flowers of the cactus. That's it. It came out pretty cute. Put magnets on the back of everything, of course. Here's the bow. I just put some diamonds in the center. That's all. And a magnet on the back. And here's the clock. I think it came out pretty cute. I had to use, I don't have it tight. I had to use the second hand because that's the pin to hold it in. So unfortunately I had to use it. You really can't see it, or maybe you could paint it another color or paint it silver. Maybe you could use a chrome paint pen. So whoever ends up with it, I am not going to ship it like this because these will bend very easily. I'm going to take all the mechanism off and ship it all separately. But I just took large stones, medium, small, and extra small. And I kind of graded them as the petal went down. I didn't want to go all the way down, but I did kind of go until it got thin. Same thing on these. And then I put a stone at the corner of each one. I put stones where the hours go because I just could not get the marker right, and it looks much better with the stones. And then for her, I stuck pink at the base of her dress and the butterfly, and then I took opal colored AB stones on her wings and her hair, just so you can kind of see the reflection through the silver. I didn't want to really change the color. So that's it. I haven't seen this one on my Facebook group, so you guys need to start pouring and let me see some ideas for it. All right, well, that's all for today, guys. I'm going to get you some pictures. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you like the new little molds for your extras. I think they came out really, really adorbs. All right, guys, have a blessed day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and